This one, for me, this is just release date information, and like I said, this is from a little bit before Christmas, but I want to get this stuff out there to as many people as possible, because when you find something you like, when you see a show that you like, that you think is doing things right, you should be doing your best to promote it so that it can get released to the public and more people see it, right? I know when this show came out, it got moved, the date, like the air date got moved a bunch, so it like lost viewers, but it was so good that it like got the viewers back, because people went and looked for it, because they're like, this is good. In a sea of crap that is television these days, where you're flooded, like you're inundated with content constantly, but very little of it is actually good.
Well, when is it coming out? January 11th?
Yep. So the release date for this is January 11th, and this article is just talking about that. So it says, the CW is cranking things up for Superman and Lois Season 2 as a new poster and clip are released ahead of its January premiere. Now, this has been moved twice already. It was originally supposed to, I believe, November and December, and then it got pushed both times.
Yeah.
Another reason that I want to promote it, because I want people to actually remember that it's coming out and not just ditch it, because I want to see more shows like this. So it says, everyone has secrets, teases the show's social media pages about the poster. Superman and Lois Season 2 premieres January 11th. It's a Tuesday on the CW. Now, before you let that turn you off, as far as I know, the Season 1 was shown on the CW, but it was produced by HBO Max, which is why it looks so much better than an average CW superhero show, and why it feels so different from a CW superhero show. Think Stargirl, if you haven't seen Stargirl.
That one's kind of good.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're looking for something that's not so serious, so it's not Marvel, but it's not a standard DC movie either. These are the shows. These are the way to go. You want to see, because I think they folded, what was it called, DC Universe, like the streaming service. That's just on HBO Max now.
Yeah.
Remember, they had Swamp Thing, and they have Titans, and they have all the Doom Patrol, all good shows. Yeah. And the only difference is that you can also see Superman and Lois on CW, but then also on HBO Max. So
I'm kind of excited for it, because like they're including two of their sons, Jonathan and Jordan.
Yep, they're both in there.
Yeah, but not a lot of people know about Jordan Kent, because he was like made for one of the comic books, but then they kind of threw it away.
Yeah, he wasn't back. They discontinued it quickly, right?
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited their perspective for this character. I'm excited that you're excited.
Yeah. So the Flash moved off Tuesdays. Oh man, the Flash is a dumpster fire now.
Really? You think so?
Yes. Superman and Lois stars Tyler Hoechlin as the Man of Steel, Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois Lane, Dylan Walsh as General Sam Lane. So in the show, you've got Tyler Hoechlin. He plays like a decent Superman, but I think he plays a good Clark Kent, especially with the family. Bitsy Tulloch, or Elizabeth Tulloch now, she doesn't go by Bitsy anymore. Incredible. I love her as an actress. She was amazing in Grimm.
I love that show.
Dylan Walsh is really good. He was in a show called Unforgettable with Poppy Montgomery. Really like him. And then who's Emmanuel Shrieky. That's Shrieky. Yeah.
That's really...
that's Lana. She plays Lana Lang. Very, very good. Like the whole cast is like, the sons are really good in the show. Like it would be very easy for a lot of people hate family drama shows, right? But I'm just so used to the CW shows having nothing to do with like a standard everyday family.
No, have you seen their TV show Dynasty?
I'm talking more in the superhero realm.
Oh,
like they've pushed away from these themes as much. So to see just it's a show about family, like family. You literally picture Vin Diesel saying that.
Yeah.
I can do that
with his unwrinkled shirt.
Yes, it's really, really good, and it's done in a way that I watched 4 episodes in, and I hear her like when I was 4 episodes in, something hit me. It's really funny. I was watching Lois is getting into her. She's dealing with Morgan Edge, who runs the Daily Planet, and they do this whole thing, and not once did I hear the buzzword fake news, even though that's what they were talking about. Yeah. That's strong writing. Like when you're not using buzzwords in situations where a buzzword could absolutely be thrown in there as like easy fodder for writers.
Privilege.
Yeah, like any of that stuff. Like however, whatever you think about those things, they're words that are like limbic triggers for people, right? So if you can avoid using them in make your content more evergreen, meaning that in 10 years, people will be able to watch this and not hear the buzzword. That's what you want, right? You want something that stands the test of time.
Yeah.
And the CGI absolutely holds up, like for scenes like that are fairly ambitious for a television budget, right? So I'm guessing that they dumped a lot more money into it than your average show.
Well, I like the poster so far.
Yep.
It looks really pleasing. And I'm just reading like the summary of the show. It like this cast is really good.
Yep. You hadn't watched it, right? So I'm gonna make you rewatch. I'm gonna make you watch it with me until season 2, and then we're gonna review. Because if it's CW, we'll review it an episode a week.
Yeah.
On HBO, the HBO Max version will probably come out at the same time. So we'll review it.
So you're saying that it's on CW. So anybody who doesn't have a normal,
you can watch it on the app.
Okay, thank you.
You can watch it on the app. I don't know if it will come out on. I don't know if it will come out on HBO Max week to week, but my hope is that it does. I really do believe that this is one of those shows that is getting kind of pushed down because it doesn't fit into the narrative of like where it's not the Eternals. It's not Shang-Chi. It's not Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
It's not all of these things that are very progressive. That's not the word for it. It doesn't have the fashionable things that they're looking for in the media push that these shows get. So any positive publicity that you can give towards a show like this, which for all intents and purposes stands on its own.
Yeah.
It doesn't need us to promote it, but it helps the show.
Well, is it similar to the TV show Smallville?
Yes.
I remember growing up on it.
I mean, he's an adult now. I mean, it's not like him as a kid.
No,
but,
I mean like the feel.
Yeah, like I feel a sense of early 2000s, not nostalgia, but it feels like the vibe of it feels like it could have been made at any time to me, right? Like you don't feel like you're watching a 2021 TV show other than maybe the technology.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's hard to do these days. So much of everything that's made these days is made to be topical and annoyingly subject matter heavy on stuff that's not going to be really relevant in 5 years because the world, changes so quickly. So you want to make things that are stories about, this is a story about a father trying to connect with his sons who he's never been able to do because he has but he has such a pressing responsibility to the world as Superman. So it's a father trying to connect with his sons. It's his wife who has her own career and has her own adventures or like her own things that she works on and how she deals with being married to Superman and to raise 2 teenage boys who, despite the fact that powers are part of it, still go through all of the things that teenagers go through, but it's not done in the form of melodrama. It doesn't feel melodramatic to me, and that's very difficult to do when you deal with like high school storylines. So I really cannot say enough about the show. Go watch it. It's going to be coming out in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, less than
about 2 weeks. So I really want to see for season 2. What would I like to see? If they're going to do crossovers, keep them minimal. I like the idea that it's kept outside of the universe of the CW. I don't need to see Supergirl. I don't need to see The Flash. They connected it all through like Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, like when their Superman came to Supergirl's universe.
Exactly.
But it was so funny because I remember looking at the memes when they first did that, and they're like, Superman's TV show, Superman, and then Superman movie. Which one do you like better?
Who do you like better?
I like aesthetically, I like looking at Henry Cavill, but then character wise, I kind of like Tyler. Yeah.
Well, we've seen more character development from him just because 13 or 14 episodes is more than a couple of movies in a lot of ways. So you see a lot of growth there. That's hard to pick because holy crap. I mean, we stand hard for Henry Cavill here.
We do.
We are very pro Henry Cavill here.
We should just make merch that just has Henry Cavill all over our sleeves.
We should do that.
Yeah, and it says
fake arms that make arms as big as Henry Cavill's.
Oh god. Or just have Henry Cavill's face on our arms, and then just like right above our heart it says we stand for Henry Cavill.
We do. We stand for Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
I am
No offense, Tyler.
Yes. But yeah, this whole show is filled with great actors. Emmanuel Shrieky is from, I remember her from, was it Entourage? And then it was also, she had an ongoing story arc on the show The Mentalist, playing the ward of a serial killer. She's like a follower of the serial killer Red John.
Yeah.
She's a fantastic actress. So I'm hoping that more people watch it and it keeps the show going. But also we need to see, like, it'll be interesting to see, like, does it get, because a lot of these shows have great first seasons and then they fall off a cliff. So fingers crossed that that does not happen to this show, that it stays consistent through season 2. So I think the best way to do that is to support it and see where it goes.
Yeah.
So are you gonna watch it with me then?
Yeah, I will watch it with you. I'm excited that you're excited.
Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.